I'm Christy Hemingway, host of Ed Curation, a part of the Education Podcast Network, just like the show you're listening to now. Shows on the network are individually owned, and opinions expressed may not reflect others. Find other interesting education podcasts at edupodcastnetwork.com.
Welcome, everybody, to this episode of the Ninth Grade Experience Podcast. I'm your host, Cole Stuchko. The goal of the Ninth Grade Experience Podcast is to give you the story of ninth grade students here at Emmaus High School and beyond through people who live it daily, the students and the staff. We will attempt to touch on real issues and stories that ninth grade students face in order to prepare them to know that ninth grade counts. And here we are on the first day of the new 2022-23 school year, checking in with an episode here. It's the second edition of the Cole Cast featuring my son after his first day of high school. So I'm excited to be able to share that with you all today, kind of some instant feedback to get some impressions about how it was here on his first day here at Emmaus High School. This is my 14th first day here at Emmaus High School. So to see it through his eyes and kind of hear the conversation on how his first day will be kind of interesting to see as well. So we're excited to be coming back with a whole year of news stories and kind of getting people involved in the podcast. So if you are interested in being on the podcast, you can reach out to Mr. Stuchko. If you go to our website, there's a spot for a contact form, or you can, see me in the hallway, or you can even tell Cole and then he can tell me as well too. So it's really exciting to have everyone back here in the building. If you're looking for previous episodes, I know that I've heard we did an episode last year about this. You can go to ninthgradeexperience.com. and you can search for all the different episodes if you have a topic you're looking for, or maybe you're looking for a certain sport or athlete or club or organization. If you can just search through there, that has all of our videos and all the audio as well too. We are available on YouTube, so if you just go on YouTube and search Ninth Grade Experience Podcast, that's where a lot of people have been watching them. If you're on audio, you can listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all those different spots as well too. One thing that I did a little bit more of at the end of the summer here that was exciting is I started the Ninth Grade Experience TikTok. So we're at Ninth Grade Experience. We're getting some videos that have been pretty popular, so we're trying to keep that one a little lighthearted, and we're showing some previews of some of the upcoming episodes, or maybe even some throwback episodes as well too. So if you're on TikTok, follow at Ninth Grade Experience. We're doing pretty well over there as well too. So we're trying to have some fun with some of the content as well. If you are interested in creating content for either the Ninth Grade Experience, social medias or anything, reach out to me. We're definitely looking for, some people that might be interested in those kinds of things, or, people that are doing really fun things on those sites as well too. So I do announce this in the episode at the very end as well too, but there is some opportunity for some secret merchandise. If you are one of those people that keeps asking my son about where the merch is. So you have to listen to the end of the episode, and you'll find a way that you'll be able to get a little something before we maybe do a bigger order or some other stuff. So if you listen to the end of the episode and you're interested in getting something related to the Ninth Grade Experience Podcast, you'll hear about that at the very end of the episode. So we're excited for a whole new year of school and a whole new year of stories. So we're excited to bring you the second edition of the Cole Cast today. And remember, listen all the way through if you want to get the special merchandise stuff at the end of the episode. And as always, you can find everything we do at ninthgradeexperience.com. So it's great to have everyone back, class of 2026. And here is the second edition of the Cole Cast. Welcome, everybody, to this episode of the Ninth Grade Experience on the first day of school here in the 2022-23 school year. And I'm here with my built-in new recurring guest, my son, Cole.
Yep. Hello, everyone.
And this will be the second episode of the Cole Cast. If you missed the first one, it's season 5, episode 1. So he talked about what it was going to be like leading up to his freshman year and what he was going through. And we figured we'd grab him today after the first day of school in high school and kind of get some instant reaction from how his day went and kind of some things that he saw going on in the building and other stuff like that. So overall, how was your first day of high school?
It was very, very good. I would do it again.
Well, you're going to have to do it again. You're going to have to do it 182 more times for the rest of this school year.
Yep.
So you're going to have to do it again. So, you came in today. We had walked through your schedule. How many times did you walk through your schedule before
I had to do it twice.
Okay. So he had the opportunity to come in. I know we missed the orientation day, but he came in twice to walk through his schedule. So he came in, he walked it. He felt pretty confident. So how were you getting around the building today?
I was pretty confident getting around the building. I got to all my classes pretty well. And I think that once you just start walking around the building, you start to understand where more and more things are. But there are still parts of the building that I still haven't gone in, like that are I still have no idea what they look like.
So you walked around with maybe 10 people in the hallway. Today you had, I don't know, a couple thousand. So
hmm
what was the difference like going from spot to spot with all those different people?
It wasn't like that bad in the morning. I feel like in the morning it's a lot less cluttered because I think more people are waiting for their classes to start or just getting off the bus. But when you're changing from like third block to fourth block or second block to third block, it's a lot more crowded and a lot more not really necessarily chaos, but like organized chaos.
So yeah, so around those lunch times, Hornet homeroom, those kinds of things as well too.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of walk through your day a little bit. We'll kind of see how you felt during each of the classes. I know you had classes first and second block today.
hmm
So how did your actual classes go?
So the classes were pretty easy. For the first block, we went over like the expectations for the class, and the teacher took us on like a tour of like the building and where like things were close to the classroom and how to get to things, like how to get to the English hallway, how to get to foreign languages, how to get to the gym, how to get to the auditorium, like what to do in a fire drill from his classroom. And then after that, we switched to second block, which was pretty easy because all I had to do was go up a staircase and I was right at my class, which was pretty nice. So I didn't really have to walk through that many people.
Yeah, not too far going from first block to second block on your A-day
No.
schedule.
And then we went to Hornet homeroom, which was close and which was basically where I was to start the day. So I just had to do the exact same thing. And then
So in Hornet homeroom today, you guys did an assembly for the freshman class. It's
we
the
did.
first time in several years that we've had the entire freshman class together.
hmm
You were a little late there
I
because
was a
of
little
stuff
late.
in your homeroom. So you were kind of all the way up in the top
I
in the
was
balcony.
I was in the last row of the balcony. I couldn't really hear anything because the speakers weren't working in the balcony. So I got the important information, but nothing else.
So yeah, so all of the assistant principals spoke. The principal spoke today. So you
Guidance
kind of, yep.
counselors.
So you kind of got a chance to meet some of those people that might be helping you out during your freshman year. But it was interesting as somebody that's watched it, got a chance to see 700 people in the auditorium, first time in a long time. So
hmm
it was interesting to be a part of that and to see that. Um, One of the cool things that they did announce, and I guess this is going to happen at all the meetings, but I guess this is a little preview, is that today you might have seen all the students or the teachers wearing the Emmaus Proud to be a Hornet shirts. It sounds like the entire student body may be getting those during the homecoming week. So stay tuned for that. And if they don't get them, I didn't tell you that. So
Yeah.
you did hear that too, right?
Yes, they did say that everyone would be getting a free Emmaus. It would be Emmaus T-shirt for homecoming.
Yeah, so that'll be kind of cool. Maybe that'll eliminate the day of people trying to find all their Emmaus gear. But yeah, so that was kind of cool to kind of have everyone together, and they kind of went through all the standard announcements and the things to watch out for and all the rules and those kinds of things. So especially no ordering DoorDash to the classroom and all the other stuff. So make sure you're not doing that.
Yeah, no
Um,
DoorDash.
yeah, no DoorDash. So the assembly led out that led to block 3, which some people may have had lunch, and then I know you had a class and
Yeah,
then
I had
lunch.
class. I had lunch. I had lunch 3, so I had the class, and then I went to lunch 3, and lunch was very chaotic because there were a lot of people trying to leave, and there were a lot of people trying to enter at the same time. So a lot of people had. I only had like 15 minutes to eat my lunch, and a lot of people were trying to find their friends and sit at tables with them, and I was able to do that, but there were still like towards the end of the period, a lot of people standing around waiting for people, trying to find people, or just trying to get their lunch. So I think that, but as time goes on, I think that people will get more used to the lunch routine.
Yeah, so always the first day you have a lot of people here. Usually all the people are here, so it was a little bit
Yeah.
crowded and going through new routines and those kinds of things. So yeah, I don't think every day is like that in the lunchroom. So hopefully it's not like that for the remainder of the time. And I'm sure they'll kind of work on those things. I know they made an announcement during the day to kind of try to get people
Yeah, they made
in
an
and out
announcement.
in and out a little bit better. So interesting to see there. So then you ended your day with your last block class.
Yeah, which was geometry.
Yeah.
So
And in that one, you're kind of mixed with all different grade levels, right?
yeah, there are people that are sophomores, there are freshmen. It's a lot more sophomores than freshmen though, I think.
So how did you feel being in a class where there were only a few freshmen? Your classes earlier in the day
We're all freshmen.
were basically all freshmen, and this one was a mixed one. Any different feelings or, kind of being in a class where you weren't in the majority there with all freshmen?
Not really, cause the freshmen that were there were, like, some of my friends, so I was talking to them. I really wasn't focused on, like, the other people that were, like, older than me, but it didn't really matter much because I didn't really talk to any of them.
Okay. So first impressions of high school after day one. What can you
It's
say?
it's organized chaos. Um, it's very difficult. I would say it's very difficult if someone's coming from a smaller school to understand how it works. But I feel like once you walk through it, I think by like the end of the week that most people will understand it, and I think that most people will get it. I mean, there'll still be people getting lost if they have to go like pick something up from a teacher or something, or they have to go somewhere to like do makeup work. But I think that most people will start to get the hang of it soon.
So yeah, so it'll take a couple days, I think, but people will kind of get through it. So now, if you're listening to this on the day after, so tomorrow they have a brand new schedule, so they come in and they do the same stuff, just with their B day classes. So that will rotate throughout the rest of the week here. So
Mhm.
what did you hear anything from your friends or anything about how the day went?
I think that most people, um, what days they went really good, but I feel like more people got lost than I expected. And like I had the opportunity to come in when there was like no one here, not during orientation, where I could walk through it. But people at orientation, I don't know if they had the opportunity to walk through their whole schedule with people that knew where everything was.
Yeah.
So there were definitely people getting lost. There were a lot of people that were like 10 plus minutes late to class because they went to the wrong class or something and they had to get that situated. Like, there were people that were going to their 3B class when it was 3A. There were people doing that in, like, 1A. So it was kind of hard to see, like, people getting lost and stuff, but I think that like, by the end of the week, that most people will probably understand where they have to go and where things are.
Okay, so yeah, so you kind of have that and kind of making sure that people know where they're going and kind of going through that. And I figured we talked today at the end of the first day. I think we did one last year at the end of the first week. So just to get that instant reaction, that instant kind of feedback. So we are now on to episode 2. Did you get any suggestions to call it something other than the Cole cast?
No, I think that people like the name Cool Guys. Someone told me that it should stay the same.
Okay.
Someone said it should change it, but they didn't tell me what to change it to.
Classic high school freshman. They should change it, but what should we change it to? I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's going to stay the Cole cast.
Mhm.
So we'll kind of keep that. So this was our August edition of the Cole cast.
Mhm.
So what do you think for September? What do you think we might be in store to talk about in September?
I don't know. Maybe we could talk about the different activities because even though it's already the first day of school, there's a JV soccer game tonight. There's freshman and varsity football tonight. So there's all these different stuff that you can attend or you can join. Clubs will be starting in September, so there's definitely a lot of different things to do.
Cool. So we'll talk about maybe those things as well. And I know some of your friends have approached you about wanting to be on the podcast. So
Mhm.
yes, you can come on. Just reach out. If you can't find me in the building, reach out to Cole. Cole will reach
Mhm.
out to me and we'll see if you have a good story or if you have things that you want to share with everybody. You're not
Yeah.
just going to come on to promote your SoundCloud rap or whatever.
No,
If you're
yeah, no
selling stuff,
Instagram shout outs, no SoundCloud shout outs. Only if you're a good rapper you can be on here.
yeah. So if you're, clean and we can play you, then maybe we'll do that. But yeah, we'd love to hear all the different things that you guys are going through here as freshmen in Emmaus High School.
Yeah.
So yeah, please reach out to either one of us, and then we'll kind of see where we can go with different episodes and kind of where we might, take some future episodes. So thanks a lot to Cole for joining us here. I know he
Yeah.
wants to get out maybe to the freshman football game that's happening in a little bit, or
Mhm.
maybe he just wants to get home since he has to get here so early.
Yeah.
How you feeling? You feeling tired after your first day?
I'm not feeling tired today, but in a week or two, I'll definitely start feeling it. Probably
Yeah.
need to go get some Wawa coffee every morning.
Yeah, so September teachers get free coffee, so I think he's gonna try and steal some coffee at that point.
No, I'm not gonna steal it. I'm just gonna take it without asking.
Yeah, there you go. So maybe your English teacher will teach you that that's stealing, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the second edition of the Colecast here. So if you see him around school, say hi to him.
Yeah.
And if you see me in any of your classes, or if you are interested in the podcast, you can go to ninthgradeexperience.com, or check us out on all the different social medias and stuff as well too. So thanks a lot to Cole for joining us here on his second episode of the Colecast. And we look forward to hearing more about your freshman experience and the experience of all the students here at Emmaus High School.
Oh yeah, I have a question for you. Are there any updates on the merch? People keep asking, Dad.
I don't know. We'll have to see. So if there's this real weird groundswell for ninth grade experience merchandise, maybe we'll have to do some sort of Google form or something to see how I would order all that stuff. So yeah, just keep bugging Cole. There's no definite thing on the merch yet, but maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. So we'll see.
All
right. So keep that in mind. If you want the merch, reach out to one of us and we'll see. But I don't know why you would. I have stickers though. So if you are a podcast listener and you've made it this far and you come and you ask me for a sticker, I think I have like 5 to 10 stickers. So if you want a sticker, you got to find me and I will give you a ninth grade experience.
What room are
sticker.
you in, Dad?
I can't tell you that. You got to find me in the building. So that's part of the hidden treasure. So if you find me and you want a sticker, just ask and you can get. That's the only merch I have right now.
Oh, all right.
All right. So thanks a lot for joining us, everybody. Good luck with the rest of your first week. And we look forward to bringing you episodes pretty regularly from here on out. So thanks a lot.
Yep.